See if we can get him in the live.
Go, bitch, I go, bitch, I'm in it. Yes, you follow, yeah, go. Can go, yeah, go, bitch, I go, bitch, my dick, yes, you blow, yeah. Mírame, risky brilla, mira mi chain que brilla, todos mis vatos aquí, yo vivo paso la vida, yo no juego con tu vida, no. Sé que de sí soy un sida, you pop it us, we pop it back. If you try to
What's up, man?
Hey, Mumble El Diablo in the building.
What it do?
Well, let some more people join, man. I'm gonna send it out to a few people.
So what?
I'm fucking with this. Go.
Hold on, give me 1 second.
Bitch, I go, then I get it. On the go, yeah, go. Bitch, I go, bitch, I'm in it. Yes, you go, yeah, go. Bitch, I go, need my money. Fuck you, go, yeah, go.
Bitch, I'm tech.
Bitch, my stick.
This shit slap. When I made it, I was like, man, this shit go too hard.
Fucking with it.
Bitch, I go, need my money. Fuck you, go, yeah, go. Bitch, I go, yeah. The money is the only thing I see. Go get it up. To the paper, bitch, I'm killing in the money. Realistic, act like I don't nobody. Up in my book, keep my same energy. You come and test me, bitch, I'm always with the heat. A lot of herbs, I be trapping on the lead. All the dogs, bitch, I'm chilling in the street.
What it do, yo? What it do? I'm popping into the. See y'all popping in here.
Got Mumble El Diablo in the building.
You talking
right?
shit, Si?
I'm fucking with it, bro. I'm fucking with it, bro. I've been peeping your shit,
I
man.
appreciate it. I appreciate it.
Hey, tell the people,
Hell yeah.
tell the people what your name means. What does Mumble El Diablo mean?
So Mumble El Diablo. So when it's funny because it was like a little kid name for when I was younger. Like when I was going through puberty, my voice used to get real deep at night, and they just be like, "Why sound like you mumbling? Why sound like you mumbling?" They started calling me Mumble, and like my older, like my OG and my uncles and all that, they used to call me like Chamuco, and that's like a little like it's like a dollar. They call it a chamuco because it looks like it. So they used to call me chamuco or diablito, and that's like little devil or whatever. You know, I got older. As I got older, I was just like, well, I ain't little no more. So it's Mumble El Diablo. Like just slammed it all together one day. Just ran with it. So
I'm the big.
It got a little meaning behind it.
So
yeah, yes sir.
I'm big. We ain't doing no little bullshit no more. Straight up. So you from Indianapolis or did you move to Indianapolis? Where you originally from?
So I was born in Lafayette, and then I moved out to Mexico at a young age, and I grew up there for a little while. Then came here when I was 13, and since I was 13, I stayed on the east side of Nap, and then basically the rest of my life was on the east side.
So most people, you know what I'm saying, most people don't get the chance to live in Mexico, you know what I mean, or have a first-hand experience to be able to tell, you know what I'm saying, other people about it. Most of the people I know, because I used to live in Dallas, so I know a lot of Mexican people, you know what I mean, but most of them say, you know, when they were in Mexico, they were younger, so they don't really remember. So did you live there in the age where you can remember what was going on?
Yeah, I could. I mean, so it was like, I mean, like I said, I came back when I was like 13, you know, so I was already was starting to grasp like what was going on in the world, you know, kind of like starting to figure out like at some point I got to be my own person, you know. And I was raised by a bunch of women in Mexico, so like, you know, I kind of got a different view of things.
Give me just a second, bro. Just a second.
Yeah, you good, man. You good, bro.
I had somebody calling on the video.
You good?
So what happened as far as living there? How did that change you? You know what I mean, as a person? Is it different from living over here in the States? Like, did it make your outlook
It
or anything different over here?
Yeah, it did. I mean, it's a lot of things from like not only just like outlook, but even like on my health. When I first moved, when I was living out in Mexico, I got like super sick because here in the United States, like the food is so like processed and things like that, that when you go over there, you're eating food like straight from the fields. You know, like a lot. I lived in like a very small ranch like town. So like
Right.
our meat was firsthand, like off the animal we just killed, and then we just like use that meat for weeks, you know. And
Right. So steroids and all the GMOs
yeah,
and shit.
it's
Facts.
not heavy in what we're eating over there. And so we coming over here, then also like knowing Spanish and the change in diet and like it was a completely different outlook because over here you kind of get like I experienced racism for the first time when I came over here, and it was weird to me because I didn't just experience it with like like racist white folks, like even like the Mexicans, like a Mexican to see me and be like, oh, you're from the motherland, like, you know, like, and like try to brush me off.
They
And then
treat you
like
different.
even in yeah, and even in homeland they're just like, oh, your mom's white, like, because my mom's white, they'd be like, oh, your mom's white, like you're not really Mexican. It's just I get treated a lot different. And then white people, when they see me, it's just like, oh, this fucking burrito chomper, because that's what they used to call me all the time. Like whenever they would say something racist to me, they'd be like burrito chomper or fucking beaner
So
and shit like that.
racism don't
Yeah.
gotta be in different colors. It's the same. It could be against your own people.
Oh yeah.
People understand that. It's all types of racism.
Oh yeah.
But
And
let's get
it
into
was
this
weird.
music.
Okay.
You mentioned your single Modelo Time. I checked that out, and
Yeah.
that motherfucker is turned. It's like a party single. I feel where
Yeah.
you going. It's like when and you know I'm from Texas, so I know about Modelo. You know that's like
Hell yeah.
that's like better. I
That's
don't
the
fuck with Corona. Right? If you don't fuck with Corona, you fuck with Modelo. You know what I mean?
yeah,
So,
yeah. Hell yeah.
but I
Uh
fuck with it, bro. Anytime it's drinking time. So y'all check that out. Modelo Time. Mumble El
yeah,
Diablo.
just click on the
How
link
did
in my
how did you
bio.
and Feb
It's right
Zeus
there.
meet?
You said what?
How did you and Feb Zeus meet?
Okay, so me and him met. He just approached me one day because I've been making music since I was like 15. So like he just approached me one day because we've been knowing each other since like young bucks. Like we actually danced at a quinceañera together, like with like the whole, you know how they be doing the whole like waltz dance and stuff. So
Right.
he like me and him were on that in that little thing like when we were younger, and so like we just been knowing each other for a grip. And then one day he just hit me up. He was like, so like, bro, I want to get into the music thing. Like, what do I do? Who do I go meet? Blah, blah. And he had already previously talked to a couple other people, and they were just like, go to City Dunk, go to City Dunk, you know, just kind of like brush them off or whatever. And I was just like, I was
That's a
like, nah,
studio
bro.
in Indianapolis. That's a studio in
Yeah,
Indianapolis. People who don't know.
yeah. And I was just like,
Go
nah,
ahead,
bro,
bro.
come over, bro. You can record with us, because at the time my homie Aries, he was recording people for the low, you know, and he got a pretty decent setup. And so I was just like, come over here, record with us, and you know, we'll get it popping. You know, we'll see where it goes. So then one day he comes over and he was like, bro, I don't even know where to start. Like I was like, bro, I was like, did you bring a beat and some lyrics? And he was like, nah, bro, I don't have nothing. And like, luckily Aries was running late, so I was like, say less, bro, I got you. So I slapped him up the beat real quick together, and I was just like, just write to that. And he wrote to it and he recorded to it. And after that, he was like, I think 5 songs in, I think over the course of a week. And he was like, I need you on this track, bro. This would be fire with the both of us. I said, or bet. I wrote a song. It was called, I wrote my part of the song. It was called Imported. And we recorded it. And from there, like, we just started working together.
So how many projects y'all got together?
So we got a joint project called Platinum Narcos, East Chapter, Far East Demons, and we got that one, and then like we've just hopped. He's got his own projects that I hopped on a couple tracks, and then my project, he was on my project. So we only got one joint project together, but like all together, like we've got a bunch of songs that we've done back and forth.
Right. So you got any upcoming, you know what I'm saying, videos you about to drop? Any songs you about to drop that you ain't spoke on yet?
So right now, originally had a video that I was going to go shoot in Chicago today. It got canceled over like just the dude, he had something going on, so we couldn't do it. But I mean, right now I'm planning on making a music video for every song on the album. It's only like a 7-song album, so it's not like super long. I'm gonna do a video for every song. Yes.
On the clearly.
Yep. And it's yeah, and I'm gonna do the first song I'm gonna do a video for is Modelo Time. And then I'm gonna jump back to a song that's not on the project. It's called 76. It's off of the Platinum Narcos project with me and Zeus, and we're gonna shoot a video for that. And then I'm gonna jump back to the album and finish all the videos out for that one.
So tell me about A Warning.
A Warning. So that one's a little personal. That one, I made that project. I made that song while I was on house arrest, and I hadn't recorded it for a while up until like the project got released. It was like the last song to get recorded. The lyrics, it really goes into like the homies I was kicking it with at the time when I went on house arrest. I was getting asked by like detectives and shit, like who was you with, back when I was fighting the case. And so I was just like, it was just me by myself, like just keeping my mouth shut. And I ended up having a falling out with my friends, and so they were snitching? You said what?
One of them ended up snitching on
you? One of them, it was somebody that was like giving us location that they got a hold of, and that person like was just like, yeah, like it wasn't any of us, blah blah, like lying. But I had already gotten taken into custody when they spoke up, so I was just like, I just kept my mouth shut the whole time, and like I just fought my case, and like eventually when I got out, I wrote the song just like speaking on it, just how people were treating me like when I was being solid, holding it down.
So I'm gonna get into that track. I'm gonna play that track for the people. I'm gonna play that. It's called A Warning.
Yeah, for sure.
Mumble El Diablo. Ibreakrecords.
Produced by me also.
100.
I got the key to the streets, I never let them go. I do it all for my guys, police knocking at the door. Tell the detectives they tripping, tell them that I was alone. The niggas trip over some bitches, you can never be my homes. A bitch gon' cheat if she want to, you cannot stop a hoe. So I won't be shit till I die, and fuck them then let them go low. I do not think that you love me, that quit fucking lying, I'm blowed. I need to roll up again, cause you fuckers won't leave me alone. Fuck it, I be on the band, just means that I never told. Just means that I never told, just means that I never told. Ain't no one ever helped me, bitch, I did this on my own. I had to go get help and beat addiction on my own. All my niggas that's around me, we can never trust the soul. That's the outers in my circles, niggas tripping like some clones. Hit a fucking out, then we split his fucking top. But that little white bitch, yeah, we know you told the cop. I'ma still hit Lisa, but this time I won't get caught. You a bunch of fucking birds, yeah, you wanna fucking fuck. I got the key to the streets, I never let them go.